Namaste children. Today we are going to start a new block, that is your block 7, food habits of animals. So in our earlier block, especially in the block 6, we started classifying the animals based on the habitat where they are present. Like if a plants are present on the land, we set them as a terrestrial animals. If they are present on the plants branches, then we set them as a arboreal animals, and if they are present in the air, then we are saying them as an aerial animals. Even if you will see a fish and a cow, if you are taking these two as an example, fish is an aquatic animal, whereas your cow, it is a land animal, that is your terrestrial animal. That means we started dividing the animals based on the habitat where they are present. Okay, so in our seventh block, again we are going to classify the animals based on the eating habits, what they are performing, what they are exhibiting. So let us start our class, children. Yes, the main aim of our class is uh, classify the animals based on the different types of food habits. Yes, what we are doing, we are classifying the animals into different groups based on the food what they are eating. So in our today's class, we are going to learn some of the keywords like herbivores. The first keyword we are going to learn, that is your herbivores. 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 Herbivores means the animals that eat plants. What are herbivores? Animals which are eating plants, that are called your herbivores.
Herbivores. Animals that eat plants.
Okay. So now the second keyword today we are going to learn, that is your carnivores. 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 So the second keyword, that is your carnivores. Carnivores means the animals that eat flesh of other animals.
Carnivores. Animals that eat the flesh of other animals.
Okay, so now the third keyword we are going to learn, that is your omnivores. 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 So omnivores means the animals that are eating both plants and flesh of other animals. Okay, omnivores means animals which eat both plants and the flesh of other animals.
Omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and the flesh of other animals.
Okay, so to understand these keywords, let us start doing a small activity, children. So for activity purpose, yes, you please collect and paste the pictures of different types of animals with different eating habits. So like how that are there in this picture, like that collect different animals which are having different eating habits in your classwork, and along with that, yes, now start copying this tabular column on the white paper side of your classwork and keep a heading, that is 7, keep a heading 7.1. Okay, so draw a tabular column on the white paper side and keep a heading 7.1. So the table, it is divided into 3 animals, what they eat, and whether they are eating plant eaters or flesh eaters, or both plant and flesh eaters. So generally you know the animals and what they will eat. So a tiger, what it will eat? Definitely it's eating a flesh. So here what you are going to write? You are going to write flesh eaters. Okay, so now the second one is deer. What it is eating? A deer, it is eating plants. So it's a plant eater. When it comes to your monkeys, it is eating plants, your fruits, and even sometimes small lizards also. So it is eating plants and flesh eater. Okay, when it comes to your rat, rat is an animal which is eating some grains. Okay, yes, so grains means your plant products only, so it's a plant eater. So whereas your cow, if you will see, it is eating truly the leaves, so definitely it is also a plant eater. Okay, When it comes to your lion, it is eating truly the flesh. So it is a flesh eater. So quickly copy down this table and column in your classwork, children, and try to complete this table and column by observing the pictures that are there already, which you sticked in your classwork. Okay, so now let us try to understand what exactly the different eating habits we'll see in animals in a small video.
Animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. Those that eat only flesh are called carnivores. Omnivores eat both plants and flesh.
So children, by this video we understood that animals are of different animals have different eating habits. So how do you group the animals in this activity? Can you tell how you are going to differentiate the animals that you completed your tabular column? So in that tabular column, can you differentiate the animals or not? First think on it. And now if you are able to differentiate the animals, how you are grouping the animals? So definitely we are grouping the animals based on the eating habits. Okay. So we are grouping the animals based on the eating habits. Okay. So now how do the food habits of animals differ from each other? So in the tabular column, if you will see, which we have filled earlier, in that a cow is there, a tiger is there, a monkey is there, a deer is there, lion is there. So these are some of the animals that are there in that tabular column. So if you will understand these animals properly, the food habits of one animal is differing with the other animal. If you will see a cow, it is eating only plants, whereas tiger, it's truly a flesh eater. When it comes to monkey, it is eating both plants and flesh. A deer, only plants. So the eating habits of the animals that are getting differed from one type to another type. Okay, so now if you will see the animals, like first just now we wrote a cow, it is only a plant eater. So such animals which are eating only the plants, we are calling them as a herbivores. What we are calling that? We are calling those animals as herbivorous animals or herbivores. But we even had seen one more animals there. What is the next animals that we had seen? A tiger. So tiger, it is eating only flesh as a food. So now the animals which are eating only flesh as a food, that are called your carnivores. What we are calling them? We are calling them as a carnivore animals. So now if you will see one more animal we had seen there, that is your monkey. So if you will find these monkeys, it is eating both plant and flesh as a food material. So such type of animals which are eating both plant and food, we are saying them as a omnivores. So now animals we have classified based on the food habits into three groups. The first one we are saying as a herbivore, and the second one we are saying it as a carnivore, and the third group, that is your omnivores. Okay, so now see here, animals such as your rabbits, goats, squirrels, deers, cows, all these are called your herbivore animals because they are eating only plants as their food material. Whereas if you will see the animals like your lions, tigers, foxes, yes, these animals are eating only flesh as a food. So we are saying them as a carnivorous animals. Okay, yes. So now another group is there, that is your omnivorous animals which is eating both flesh and plant products. Okay, they can eat flesh, they even can eat the plant as their food material. Such animals we are calling them as a omnivorous animals, like your monkey, a bear. Yes, humans, we are also omnivores. Yes, so we are the best examples of omnivores. Okay, so now why all the animals with different food habits are important in our nature? See, we are having a lion, tiger, a cow, a deer, humans, monkeys, all the different varieties of food habit animals are present in our nature. So why that all different food habit animals are important? So why they are important means to maintain the balance in the nature. These different food habit animals are very much important. One first we are saying to maintain the balance in nature in a form of food chain. Food chain means a chain or a interlink of animals for the purpose of food. If one animal, if it is depending on the other animal for the purpose of food, or if the food passes, it is taking place between the animals in a linear manner, then we are saying it as a food chain. So your particular different food habitat animals are very much important in the nature because they have to maintain the balance in the nature. They have to maintain a proper food chain in the nature. Okay children, so we have categorized the animals into three different groups based on the food habits. One is your herbivores, second one is your carnivores, and the third one is omnivores. So now let us open our workbook, and in that workbook page number volume 2 we are going to do now. In that volume 2 page number 1, if you will, page number 2, if you will open, you are having the workbook. So in this workbook now they are asking match the animals with the type of food they eat. Match the animals with the type of food they eat. The first one, that is your cow. So cow, what it is eating? Is very good. Cow, it is eating grass. When it comes to hyena, it is eating flesh. When it comes to monkeys, it's an omnivore. So it is eating bananas and small lizards. So now let us see the next question children. So in the next question, second question, if you will see, write one difference between a bear, a tiger based on their eating habits. So if you will see a bear, it is an animal which is eating both plants and flesh as its food material, whereas a tiger, it is truly eating flesh as a food material. So the main difference is bear is eating plants and flesh as a food material. A tiger is truly eating flesh only as a food material. That means your bear, it is an omnivorous animal, whereas your tiger, it is a carnivorous animal. Okay. Yes. So now the third question, in that second B question, if you will see, name an animal with the same eating habits as bear. As bear is an omnivore, na? So now they are asking you to write example of another omnivores. Very good. It's your monkey. Okay, when it comes to tiger, tiger is a carnivorous animal. So the another carnivore, it can be lion, it can be snake, yes, which is eating other animals as its food. Okay, so now let us move to the third question children. So in this third question, if you will see, how do the carnivores depend on herbivores? Give one example. How do carnivores depend on herbivores? Carnivores are flesh eating animals. They will eat the flesh of herbivores. So for food purpose, they are depending on the herbivores and eat the flesh of the herbivores. So the best example is a deer. It's a herbivore. It is eaten by the lion. Like this, your own example you can write here. So now let us open the practice questions from your textbook children. So if you will see the practice questions, so now they are asking, circle the animal which eats plant and plant parts. So out of lion, tiger, elephant, goat, snake and bear, write, circle the animals which eat only plant and plant parts as their food. So one is your elephant and the second one is goat. Because remaining bear, it's an omnivore. Snake is a carnivore, lion, tiger, these are carnivorous animals. So the second question, if you will see, how is the eating habit of a hyena different from a rabbit? Hyena is a omnivorous animal. Omnivorous animal. It's a flesh eating animal. That means it's a truly carnivorous animal. Whereas your rabbit, it is eating only plant products as a food. That means it's a herbivorous animal. So now the third question, if you will see, what will happen if there are no herbivores in a forest? What will happen? two things will happen. The first and foremost thing, if there are no herbivores in a forest, the green plants will increase a lot. At the same time, more than that, all the carnivores, all the carnivores, they will die due to lack of food. Lack of food. Okay. So complete your worksheet, page number 2, and complete the practice questions in your textbook, page number 3. Okay, children, thank you so much.